Now look at you walking in here looking all pretty and angry and mean and good. I know you didn't get your hair done so you could just sit down and just sit still.
Hey, we trying to have a good time tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. It's my birthday. No, it's not. But I still look good, though. How come? Ow. I bet you want an autograph for you and your fans. Gotta do it in the penthouse. That's why I keep my pen. What you can't dance, ain't got rhythm. What you got a man? I don't see you with him. Put your phone down, let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. Got me like, whoa, wait a minute. You need to take a minute. Loosen them shoulders up, pull it up, let's work. Throw some perm on your attitude. Girl, you gotta relax. Ooh. Let me show you what you got to do. You gotta lay it back. Matter of fact.
Where that sock? I don't know. That sock's got a hole in it. Other socks. All right, cool. Ready? Oh, hello there. Welcome to Between Two Perms. I'm your host, DJ Lowell. I appreciate you guys tuning in again. We do this every Monday. To all my audio listeners, you guys are missing out because my socks are dope and I'm trying something new. That's cool. Let's get right to it. First things first, Helium Showdown Comedy Joke. That's on Instagram. Is that what it is?
It's yeah.
Okay, perfect. Check that out. We got a lot of things going on. We're getting right to it. I'll be at Helium for Philly's Funniest tomorrow, which is Wednesday, July 14th. If you guys want tickets, DM me. It's great. I have some memorabilia from a couple years ago. This is Philly's Funniest. This is Michael Brooks. Rest in peace. He passed away. He gave me tickets to see him at Philly's Funniest. I thought for sure he was the funniest person. So it's a popularity contest. But guess what? Stacking the deck. And we invited 20 people. So we're excited about people showing up. That's cool. Would you guys mind if I trim my beard real quick? No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Mifflin Street Cuts and speak with Stephen Adeo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. You know,
I hope you are.
There's a lot of vowels in their names. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. But he's gonna be my man showing up, and we're gonna have a good time. Okay, fine. Producer, cool.
I want to make sure we see all of you.
Sure. No, that's not what everyone wants to say. What else we got going on? Between Two Perms, a place for learning and laughter. If it's a topic of concern, it'll be discussed between two perms. That reminds me that Lou for You 2022. We've endorsed him. We support the candidacy of Lou for You 2022. And today's episode is brought to you by the Royce Smith Law Firm, where the choice is Royce. I mean, the thing is, like, sometimes if you're pro-choice, that's good. People make bad decisions, but the choice is Royce. And the slogan I'm giving for Royce is that if you break your arm on the job, he will break your employer's piggy bank. It takes too much time to get to that.
You got to work on that one a little bit.
We got to work on that one. Cool. Here's my little flyer for tonight. Philly's Funniest. I'm gonna wear a better outfit. I can assure you that my outfit will be better than this. Okay.
Pee Wee Herman pants.
Okay. All right. You think you're funny? And I know your mom appreciates that you're over there dry snitching to me the whole time. But so here's the other thing. Let's go with the quote. We always give you an inspirational quote. And I watched Eric Adams, who is the front runner for the mayor for New York City, and he said something that was compelling. He said, "If you don't educate, they'll incarcerate." I'm like, that's dope. Lou for You 2022. Choice is Royce. Between Two Perms. If you don't educate, you'll incarcerate. And he's spitting facts. But today's Black First is brought to you by Lou for You 2022.
2002, Simi Knox. Simi Knox was the first black artist to paint the official portrait of a U.S. president of Bill Clinton. In 1989, Knox was the first black artist commissioned to paint an official portrait of a Supreme Court Justice, Thurgood Marshall. When he painted a portrait of an educator and school founder, Mary McLeod Bethune, his was the first by a black artist to hang in the South Carolina state capitol. Knox's portrait of Maryland State Senator Bearda F. Welcome was the first by a black artist to be included in the official Maryland State collection of art. Knox was born an only child in Alabama and attended the Heart of Mary School. The sisters at the school recognized his artistic talent. Knox received his first commission to paint when he was only in the 5th grade. Wow. Painting the church's religious statues as well as Stations of the Cross. He went on to study at the University of Delaware and earned a Master's of Fine Arts from Temple University, Tyler School of Art.
And then you go, okay. Oh, breaking news. We have a new black verse. Let's figure this out. This is real time. This is breaking news, so I can't say this organically, so I'm gonna have my producer say it. I will say this, before we get her name right and we get the word right, 96 years the spelling bee has been in existence. 96 years, and not once has a black person won. Let's talk about that. Spelling bee in our community, I don't think, it's just not sexy. So some people want to play basketball, they want to play football. Nobody wants to be nerds. This person, she'll drop her name soon, started learning how to spell 2 years ago. She's 14 years old. She started when she was 12. Most people that are in spelling bees start when they're 4 years old. She was 12. Spelling bee is just a hobby that she's doing, a side hustle. This girl can dribble. Her videos have gone viral. Her videos have gone viral. She's gonna go. She said her goals are to play for the WNBA. She's gonna travel abroad. She wants to go to Ivy League school, and then she's gonna go work for NASA. That's awesome. So, go producer. Yo, go producer.
Sorry, I'm choking.
Are you crying?
No, I'm crying. I'm so upset.
Oh no,
Okay, Zalia Avant-Garde,
Hey,
14 years
you
old.
better get that name right. You talk about the spelling bee with the Italians. Adele, I'm in trouble.
Listen, I never claimed to be the best speller on the planet. I did not win any spelling bees.
Okay, cool. Clearly.
Zalia Avant-Garde, 14-year-old from New Orleans, Louisiana, won the 2021 crown after correctly spelling, God, I hope to say this right, Mariah.
It's Mariah. It's very simple.
All right, Murraya, a type of tree that she associated with the famous comedian Bill Murray for some strange reason.
But I associate it with Mariah Carey. So can we drop some heartbreak?
We'll drop some of that, and I'm going to research that further, why,
Clear.
and if I spelled it correctly.
Let's go to another topic real quick. So, and I'm gonna mess his name up too. Oshani Otomi. I don't know. Listen, I can't. Too many vowels. It's too many vowels. He's leading the MLB and home runs, and he's also the best pitcher in the league too, which has never happened in baseball. This guy is a two-way player. He's a 5-tool player. He throws 101, and his exit after hitting is 119. Nobody can accomplish that. I think he took second in the home run derby. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Stephen A. Smith, who I respect, but I also think is a clown, but I respect, said if Major League Baseball wants a Show Me Otaki, Google his name, I apologize, listen, we run a little bit, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about. If Major League Baseball wants him to be the face of Major League, Stephen A. said he needs to learn how to speak English. And that got Stephen A. on the hot seat, okay? And I'm torn. Like, I know, obviously what he said was ignorant. And if you want to see someone owning an apology and owning a mistake, Stephen A. owned it. But I understand what he's trying to say. If you're going to be in that position and you're going to be the face of this sports franchise, you have to be able to connect with everybody. So I guess what he was trying to say inarticulately and ignorantly is that if you can't speak the same language, how can you connect with little boys and little girls? Listen, I'm just saying, I'm not defending the dude. I'm just saying, he's an idiot. We're in a woke society. You can't say shit like that. And he was on TV real quick apologizing. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with my money. Okay. And ESPN, Disney, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Stop, I'm gonna choke.
Okay, stop choking. And I just want to throw something else out there. If you think about him and Naomi Osaka, another Asian person, dominating sports, dominating baseball, dominating tennis. Jeremy Lin, great basketball player. Went to Harvard and was an NBA player. So don't get it twisted. And I understand a lot of people saying, a lot of people were outraged in what he said and saying that this is just another stereotypical situation that we deal with. So I get it, but it's a teachable moment. And I think that if you make a mistake and you own it and you apologize, that's good. Because some people will make mistakes and they'll double down and they'll just keep it going. They'll keep it going. What else do we have for you guys today? I am working on my material. National Spelling Bee. Stephen A. F'd up, 96 years. The life of David Gill. I don't know what that means. Don't educate, incarcerate. Okay. Oh, hey, and Naomi Osaka has a Barbie doll. She's got a Barbie doll, which is dope. I think that there's little girls that want to grow up and be like her. And she beat Serena Williams, so I think that's dope. All right, so we don't want to bog you guys down too much. Once again, we're at Helium tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. All we want to do is advance between two perms, a place for learning and laughter. If it's a topic of concern, it'll be discussed between two perms. You know you love that. Appreciate Michael's Place. Appreciate Mifflin Street Clubs, 1518. The Bagel Place. These are all people that have sponsored me since I'm going through this. Choices Royce, Look for You 2022.
I'm sorry.
Listen, yo, this is a live shot, okay?
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Blowing snot. Yo,
I'm sorry.
hit the camera, damn it.
I will fix
Jesus.
it.
All right.
I couldn't hold it any longer.
What else we talking about? I'm gonna go to Ravensdown tonight, support my boy. I could tell you 30 people that are showing up for my comedy show tomorrow. Would say, listen, I can't do it without you guys. Appreciate you. The craft beer store. We're there every Sunday. Open mic, happy hour 4 to 6. We call it Sunday Shenanigans. Come check us out. Come do a set. Going to Nashville, the Comedy Store. Apparently there's the Wheel of Comedy thing. That'll be dope. And I'm missing one other thing. Oh, I'm hosting Dark Side of the Zoom on Thursday. It's a Zoom open mic. If you guys want to show up, just reach out to us on Facebook. Dark Side of the Zoom. I'll be hosting that. DJ Lowell. Don't get it twisted. It's not L-O-L. It's Lowell. Lowell. All right. Life is short. Make sure that you guys go around and tell people how much you love them every single day. Every single day. Tell someone how much you love them. There's a building in Miami that got flattened, and they're still recovering bodies. How much you think those people would give another moment just to tell that person how much they love them and hug them? I'm having a moment. Live. Love. No, live. No, go out. Do stand-up. Bungee jump. Jump out of a plane. I was watching the Ellen show today, and there was a dude who, I forget what happened, but he got paralyzed, and he broke his neck, his back, his legs, all this stuff. Couldn't walk again. And now they do skateboarding. And he said I could be depressed, but I'm gonna live my life to the fullest every single day. Now I do skateboarding, and Tony Hawk came on the Ellen show, and they were cool. It was a great episode. Learn. If you're done learning, you're pretty much done. We learned a new word today. Mariah. Me and Mariah go back like a pacifier. And then,
that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, whatever. All right, cool. And I'm a comedian. Laugh. All right. Live, love, learn, laugh. And now, fish.
Okay.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Between Two Perms. I am your host, DJ Lowell. Got a great show for you today. When we do Between Two Perms, it's a place for learning and laughter. Her name is Michelle. We call her Shelly. Her name is Lucinda. We call her Lucy. Okay. We always like to interview interesting people in Between Two Perms. And my next guest, I'll let you introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about yourself. What's your name?
I'm Jill Remensnyder. I am a screenwriter and film and video producer out on the West Coast.
Great, great, great. And the reason I say interesting people is you are someone, I've always thought to myself, if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room. I think I'm a fairly intelligent individual, but as I'm trying to develop my career in this business, you're someone that I trust and I value your opinion, and you're always able to give me sound advice. So we want to say we appreciate that. Thank you. But I wanted to get a little more deeper into learning about you. So tell us about like the upbringing when you were growing up. Like how did you get to where you are?
Okay. I was born in a small coastal town. No, that was too dramatic. No, so I grew up on the Oregon coast in a small little redneck tourist community, which impacted my development. If that doesn't mess you up, I don't know what does. So once I graduated from high school, I left for the big city of Portland, pursued theater arts in college, graduated, headed down to LA, came back to Portland, went over to the East Coast, spent some time in DC, found my way back to Oregon, and ever since then it's been kind of back and forth between Portland and LA. But with the pandemic, I've been hunkered down up here.
Gotcha. So I guess that's why you got such a love for Dame Dollar, I guess. Is that what it is? every time game time is Dame time?
Yeah, we love our Blazers.
Sure. What was your degree in? Don't you have like a degree in like psychology or something around that?
No, I just pretend. I pretend like I do.
You do a very good job of doing it.
No, I have a degree in theater arts,
Sure.
a minor in philosophy, and I was 4 credits away from a certificate of women's studies, which basically I can't get hired anywhere, so I kind of had to go into business for myself.
Gotcha. Isn't philosophy, isn't that a degree that's like never really completed or something like that? Like you're always thinking and learning and you're a philosopher.
I hope so. It was the path of least resistance. There wasn't any math or science involved. So
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a good fit.
There's what? It's a good fit?
It's a good fit, you know.
Gotcha. I just know some people can be like working on a philosophy degree for like 15 or 20 years. They're just trying to figure everything out. Why ask why? What do you think is what would you say is your proudest accomplishment thus far in your career?
Career-wise, I mean, as a creative, and I'm sure you can agree with this, and I'm sure you'll understand, is anytime you finish a project or do a performance or put something out into the world, those are little accomplishments. I mean, they're all big accomplishments, anytime you can get something done. I think the best is yet to come. I can't say I've had my biggest, greatest, proudest moment, but, a while back, maybe, 10 years ago, a film I wrote and produced was at AFI Fest. And I was able to have that moment of like satisfaction, where I was like, this is where I need to be. It was a good feeling.
What was that film title?
It's called Light of Mine.
Light of Mine.
Yeah.
And people can find that how?
Oh, it's on Amazon. You can watch it on Amazon, and if you search for it, it'll pop up here and there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I always find it interesting that creative people, that you ask them what is their proudest accomplishment, and I saw Denzel Washington say this without hesitation. Like, what's your favorite movie? What's your best movie? And he was like, the next one. He's like, and it's like without hesitation. And I used that on a job interview once. They actually, my current employers, they were like, tell us about your favorite job that you ever had. And I was like, favorite job that I ever had, everything in life has put me in a position to be where I am right now. So this job, even though I've only been here for 4 hours, is the best job I've ever had. They love that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
As we grow in life, we'll have accomplishments and we'll have failures and regrets. Is there anything that you do that you, if you had to do it over again, that you would have done something different? Is there any regrets that you have?
You know, that's a good question. Because if something doesn't go right, you know, the idea of regretting something, I think there's always an opportunity to learn from it.
Sure.
There's always an opportunity for growth. I think the biggest regret, though, that I can look back on and really just put my finger on, that's the thing I wish I would have handled differently, is letting other people decide what I can and can't do.
Sure.
Letting other people put their limitations on me, and trying to shape who I am or what I should be doing. Like either just as a person, but creatively, like with my voice or career. And that also, just on a side note, that would be any advice I could give to someone,
Sure.
A creative person, is don't let, take in all the feedback and constructive criticism and input, but you gotta know thyself. You gotta stay true to you and your vision and what you were here to do.
I don't like regret or failure to sound like a negative connotation, because again, we all like. So if you make a mistake and you keep making the same mistake, there's a problem. But if you make a mistake and you learn from it and there's growth there, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. If I would just say, if someone were to ask me, what is the biggest regret I would have, and it's not too late to do this, but like I wish I would have joined the military, and I still want to go to law school, and I believe that it's never too late in life to become where you thought you would be, something like that. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Regrets aren't necessarily a bad thing, which is if you had things to do it all over. Well, I do regret exhausting my 401k. That one I can't get over. But what are you currently working on? I know last time we talked, I think you said you got 4 projects, all equally as important.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
What's
I can
that?
give you a little update. I'm
Sure,
just trying to
sure.
think what we were doing. So I spent the pandemic producing a documentary about Bigfoot. So it's been a wild ride. We're in post-production on that, and our goal is to release that this September. I also our team is in pre-production on an earthquake documentary about the impending Cascadia earthquake that's about 70 or 80 years overdue to hit the Pacific Northwest, and it's going to be bad. So we're focusing on that.
Is that tied to that little experiment that the Navy just did recently, where they created an earthquake in the ocean?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No, this is actually, there was, back in 2016, a writer for the New York Times wrote an article about this earthquake that when it hits off the Oregon coast, basically the whole western side of the state's going to be like underwater and just destroyed. And it scared a lot of people. So, but still, here we are, 2021, and we're not really prepared for it still. It's kind of this thing we keep avoiding. So we're working on that. And I've just been working on scripts and whatnot. I have a script that I finished earlier this year, and I'm aiming on filming that towards the end of the year. So there's a lot of things in flux there. So we'll see.
Let's talk about this Bigfoot thing.
Okay, let's do it.
So I don't know much about Bigfoot, but what will someone get from that documentary when it finds out?
Our goal is, I'm not trying to convince you that he's real or not real. What I'm just asking the viewer to open their mind and be open to the possibilities of all the things in the universe that we can see and can't see.
That is interesting. I am involved with a really late show with Matt Struck. I'm a writer on that show for everybody. Shout out to Matt Struck. We're doing a sketch fest in September, and he's got a bunch of UFO experts that will be featured in the sketch fest. Because I look forward to that. I look forward to all things that are just unique, and and like Between Two Ferns, a place for learning and laughter. So you just want people to be open to the idea. So you think there is an alternative universe, like there's aliens somewhere perhaps, or something too?
Absolutely. What do I know? I mean, what I know is like yay much compared to what's in the universe. So
This is true. This is true. Um, so tying that together, what are, other than what you've got going on right now, like what are some long-term, like what, if you could accomplish something, what is like a long-term goal that you definitely are aiming for?
what I'm aiming for is what I'm working towards is shifting my gears back into focusing on comedy writing and getting back into directing. So that's kind of short-term and long-term goals integrated.
Now, for our audience, can you address or kind of set the stage for the nature of our relationship, of how we've met and how we've been kind of collaborating, if you will?
It would usually start with you messaging me on Facebook, asking like question. What do you think of this? What about this? What about that? What about this joke? And we just started this kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
That's how I remember. It's been going on for a while though.
Probably since I remember like the beginning of the pandemic, around that time for sure. Because you were saying.
Oh, before that.
Okay, it could have been.
Before that.
I remember then you were telling me to give, what do you call them, specs, like a 30-second joke, like, right?
Oh, yeah, doing spec spots. Yeah, like little speculative commercials and PSAs and stuff.
Yes. And I just want to say this because when you get into this space, this industry, a lot of people are cutthroat, and a lot of people are going off to their own, they have a myopic approach about it. But I was fascinated by you, very, very busy individual, very busy, taking the time to invest in this foolish, crazy kid that's like miles and miles and miles away, like a complete stranger. And I was just fascinated by that. But I'll tell you something, you are very methodical about things that I wouldn't even be cognizant of. Like Between Two Perms, I just thought it sounded cool because Zach Galifianakis, Between Two Perms. But you battle tested, and I call you Oprah Kenobi. That's my name for you. I don't know if you know that or not, because I think you're just all things cool, but you're like, what does a perm mean? And I'm sitting there like, it's just a perm. But if you sit there and think about it, why do people get perms? I don't know. Because they want to look good. So then it comes to the point where it's like, there's a tough pill to swallow throughout the week. So you put a perm on it to look good, and you put Between Two Perms, and you see that right there is just brilliance, masterful. And so that's why little things like that, and I've gotten little things like that from you over the course of the last year. And I just want to say thank you. I really, really appreciate all your insight and your help in this.
Well, it's been fun watching you, kind of behind the scenes, getting the show put together and watching the progress and the growth. It's been a fun ride.
Yeah, we definitely come a long way from the first one to now. And I have to say that it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. If you were to make a recommendation to someone trying to break into the industry, what would your advice be to that person?
Surround yourself with good people. Work at your craft every day. Celebrate the victories, even the small ones, and don't give up. Don't take it personally. Just keep going.
Don't give up. Never give up. Final thoughts from you.
Drink lots of water, wear sunscreen, look both ways before you cross the street. Those are the basics.
Gotcha. Well, I can see as this show develops, you'll be one of the regulars that we'll have back on. So we got some pretty cool things in the works. But as I like to end every show, life is short. Live. Go out there. Skydive. Do stand-up. Love. COVID. You lost a lot of people during COVID. Hug the people that you love. Learn. When you're done learning, you're pretty much done. Between Two Perms, a place for learning and laughter. And laugh. Live, love, learn, laugh. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys in another episode.
Well, thanks for having me.
You got it.